Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is a little ceremony to let go of control and to trust the divine, to let everything happen exactly as it is meant to, that we're guided, protected, and provided for every step of the way. And for that, I have some wild rice. This is Canadian wild rice, but it also grows in the northern US. So basically, it's from the Great Lakes area. This is not normal rice. This actually comes from a tall grass that grows in water. It gets harvested by boats with like two sticks where they tap the plants and the rice falls into the boat, which then later gets basically roasted. I forgot the term that they use for it, but that basically turns it black, right? But the inside is white, and when you cook it, you have to cook it for a long time, and then it pops open. So, like, it is different. It's really delicious. It's wonderful, but it is a little on the pricey side for this little package. I think it was between $7 and $8, seven something. Canadian dollars. So whatever that would be in US dollars or whatever your currency is. But for rice, that is a little bit on the pricey side, but every so often I treat myself when I see it because it's not that readily available. So when I do see it in a store, especially if it's in a regular supermarket, then I usually get one. So the story behind wild rice is actually from the Ojibwe people who retreated west. So they used to live further east, and as the colonizers came, the Ojibwe people moved further and further west to avoid constant battles and war and, find a new place where they could settle and continue living and preserve their culture and live in peace and so on, right? So they walked for days and days and days and didn't always have enough food. So they got to a point where they were really hungry and they started to lose hope and faith. And then once they went to bed, the wife of the chief had a dream that they would find food that grows on water. And she told her husband, and the next day they found wild rice. So that's the story, right? So basically, the moral of the story is to not lose hope, to not lose faith, because the divine will provide, right? So, of course, then they had to harvest it. They couldn't just sit there lazily and say, okay, now feed us, right? So I have had people give comments like that to me, not online, but like in person. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, then I can just like stop working and stuff. Well, you still got to do your part, right? But as long as we make our effort, the divine is there 100% to help us, right? Okay, so let's smudge and just do this quick little ceremony. And again, I have the eagle feather that represents the connection to the divine, and the swan feather that represents the purity, and in a sense also like the angelic forces. It always kind of reminds me of an angel feather. Okay, so please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies and reconnect us to the pure divinity within us and all around us. Help us be in oneness again and transmute all darkness within us and around us into light. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all four directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all four elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. First, I want to give a quick thank you again to our spirit team for always keeping us safe, even if we have to go through certain learning lessons, but for always preventing the worst and having us come out of it pretty much unharmed. So sometimes when we look back, we understand why certain things had to happen. So rather than losing hope and giving into despair, please help us always remember in our hearts and our minds that everything is for the highest good. It is for our learning, and it is really there to help us. So please, with this wild rice symbolizing the hope and faith that the people that discovered the wild rice in general, not this particular one, the Ojibwe people that discovered wild rice, just like them, let us be strong in our hope and faith and trust that we're always strongly guided, protected, and provided for. Help us very strongly stay in that belief. Fill us with that core inner knowing that we're always looked after, that nothing and no one can harm us as long as we know that. And if any dark thoughts or feelings creep in, whether it is from our own programming or from projections of others that are still living in fear, that are still unhealed and have a lot of darkness in their lives, either way, let us recognize these invasive and dominant thoughts and feelings and emotions that are trying to stop us from fully having the hope, faith, and the trust that we're always safe, shielded, and protected, that we're always cared for, that we can just relax and enjoy the journey. We can let go of fear, anxiety, stress, worries, and anything else that we're holding on to that is part of us trying to control our lives. Help us fully and completely let it go. Pull all these worries and fears out of us and send them into the light for healing and transmutation into pure divine love light energy, and then return them to source for reintegration. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. Oh. Mm. We are peace, we are love, we're harmony, we're divine, we're one with all of creation. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Let the ceremony now be finished. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for watching this this video, sorry, for being a part of the ceremony and my own healing journey, as well as being on your own healing and ascension journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time. And I wish you great abundance and joy. I think that's why I had that little slip there with movie instead of video, because we gotta have some fun too. Okay, have a wonderful time. Until next time, be well. Bye.